Jefferson. Big plays follow him around. He comes in second in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Vikings and the Packers, next on Madden Football.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Williams now on the return. And he returns this to the 22. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Now it's Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Making that play on the pass rush, it's Devontae Wyatt. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Fields. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Baldwin now to return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, standing 6'1" from Utah. It's Tyler Huntley.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. Brian Asamoah working his way in to pick up the sack.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, you know, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Back to throw. Fields. Flush to his right. That's down the field for Jefferson. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside inside the 20. A big play there for Minnesota. 71 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Dancing to his left. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength. And he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Fields, eluding the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to you.
There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Joseph connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. You look at this defense for the Vikings. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards on the play.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Hundley looks to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Not too many teams will use a 1st-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the 1st round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. Huntley. Touchdown, Packers. 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
We're still in the 1st quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him, because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They got to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit, or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point. And not
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. As they've got it as we resume action. Flushed out right. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Again, Fields escaping the pressure right. And he's got this to Jefferson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Fields. Finding Hawkinson here on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Fields. Flush to his right. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards the gain for number 18. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Fields throwing again. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hawkinson. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Fields now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. Touchdown! Kene Nwangu from 10 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the lead. CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You made me forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield? They're eligible too.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On 2nd down, Swift. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here we go. Now Fields. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff to Chandler. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now it's Baldwin. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packers ready to take over offensively. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides. But sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it.
And now the rookie's free. And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Now Huntley. Over the middle, he finds Eskridge. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run the draw here with Swift. They will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. DeAndre Swift, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Pinero's extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the gun, here's Fields. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, it's Fields. And this is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. It's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Still going inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Huntley off of play action. That's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. With a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now. And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, but he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver. That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion. Here's Fields now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come in.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. Incompletions on the first 2 throws. It's humbling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a return will stop right around the 25.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Well, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So he's been automatic to this part of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Looking to throw on second down, Fields. He's across midfield, and he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing again is Fields. Drops this off into Longu. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. On second down, here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Flush to his right. What was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Wilkinson. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open. But I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not. And it turned into disaster for them.
Well, hang on here because DeAndre Swift injured on that last play and in need of a little assistance. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Throwing on 1st and 10, Huntley. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On the give, this is Nichols. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. To throw, Huntley. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
A good action to this point in the third quarter, just a 3-point game, 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Nichols. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that is going to do it for this third quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now it's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Fields hit and the ball is loose. On one of the linebackers is gone. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Huntley. He'll spot Eskridge open left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Nichols, and he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
They're going for it. Huntley. That is caught. Touchdown, Packers. Dwayne Eskridge. 33 yards. And the Packers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Minnesota's offense takes over possession, and the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now a first down throw, Fields. And that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Back to throw, Fields. This one brought in by Jefferson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now Chandler. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. And quickly they get to the line. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, 63 yards. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was Tyquan Thornton who brought in the touchdown reception to cap things off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy. They'll run with Nichols. And I think this defense knew what was coming as
as he is smothered behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On second down, Nichols. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down 31-28. A minute 52 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there. If they can hang on against the end, they'll kind of justify the name.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great. But they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
All eyes on Fields. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
4th down, 10 yards to go. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. 2nd and 11. Now a give right side. Nichols. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room.